All right. Okay, guys. So welcome to Team Forever Strong. I'm excited to have you guys here and to have you guys be part of our team. It's a lot of fun, and it's been really life-changing for me and so many other coaches on the team. So congratulations for taking that first step on becoming a coach and getting started on your new journey. So I wanted to go over a couple things here to make sure that you guys get started right and have success right out of the gate. So don't feel like you need to thoroughly understand everything I'm going to say right now. You'll learn this as time goes on, and then your upline coach will help explain things to you too. And then, of course, you can always reach out and ask me any questions you need to as well. So you guys are brand new coaches. I completely remember what that was like, and I remember feeling completely overwhelmed and not really sure what to expect or what to do. But I can promise you right now, guys, that what you are feeling is completely normal with being overwhelmed, and that pretty much by about month three full months in, was when things started to become much more understandable for me and things started to make much more sense. So hang in there, take it day by day. This business is one of those things, guys, where, the more you get out there and do it, the more you learn. So don't feel like you have to sit behind the computer and try to study and learn, because that's not how this business works. Basically, just jumping in and getting your feet wet and doing is how you learn in this business. So you guys should have already gotten a welcome to Beachbody email and a getting started right email from your upline coach. If you haven't received it yet, don't freak out. It's okay. And I'm sure you'll be getting it within the next day or so. So that's pretty much going to break down everything that you should be doing. Pretty much everything I'm going to go over now is going to be written down in that email. So you guys will have that to refer to. Then you will be added to our Coach Basics training. So this is for all of our brand new coaches, and this is just a place to plug in. It's an online group, and you can check in at your own time every single day, and it just teaches you everything that you need to learn about the business. So it's really, really helpful, and this is how I learned everything that I know about the business, and I'm still learning. Every day you learn something new. So even 22 months in, like myself, I'm still learning different things here and there as we go. But this is definitely the place where you want to start, and you want to make sure that you spend a little bit of time every day going in and completing the assignment, and just make sure to be engaged with it. Don't just read it over quickly and then leave. Spend a good 15 to 20 minutes every day. Just bop it into the group, checking out the assignment, really reading it thoroughly, engaging in it, completing it. And then as soon as you're done with each assignment, just tag your upline coach in the comments, so that way they can see where you guys are at and help you with any specific questions that you have that come up along the way. So this is where you're going to learn everything that there needs to know about this business. It's awesome. It's going to be really helpful for you guys. So we'll start there. Then what you will do in the Getting Started Right email, it will tell you to launch your business on social media. So what this means is you are going to be basically telling everybody that you are now a Beachbody coach and that you're started out on this new journey, and your coach can give you her template that she used when she first became a coach. You can use mine as an example, and you can just use it and you can check it out. You can use it as a template, create your own, but you want to put it out there and let people know that you're starting out on this new journey now, and what your goals are with this, that you're looking to help others live healthier lives while helping yourselves and your family, and just you're going to kind of cater it to your own personal story that you have. So everybody's will look differently depending on where you're at and where you're coming from. So you're going to launch that on social media. Probably you'd want to make sure to do this during a time when a lot of people will be on Facebook reading it. So you want to stay away from, making a post at like 11 o'clock at night, because most people are in bed. So for example, for me, whenever I make a really important post, I try to make sure that I do it during a time when the moms, because I target moms since I'm a mom, are awake and on Facebook. And so a lot of times for me, that time falls between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night. After the kids have gone to bed, then they're on Facebook doing their scroll and just kind of looking over things. And so that would be a good time to make that post. So just think carefully about it before you post it up there, because you want as many people as possible to be able to see it. So you'll go ahead and do that. Now, once you guys make this post on Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is that you're using, people are now watching you like a hawk. They're watching your every move. They want to see if you are dead serious about this, if you are really going to be committed to it, if you're going to be consistent with it, and if you're going to be someone reliable that they can turn to if they are looking for help with their health and fitness. So one of the keys to having success as a coach is to make sure that you are sharing your authentic journey and being yourself every single day on social media. So I tell all my new coaches a good place to start is at least by making 2 posts a day. So one post you can make, it could be, you could share your workout picture that you did and you could talk about it. You could do the selfie with it. You can share a recipe that you tried and take a picture of it. You can share a recipe that you want to try that you haven't tried yet. You can share a tip, something that might help other parents, or you can do like a snack that was really healthy that you liked, anything like that. And then another post that you could do could be something more on the motivational line. So a lot of times for me, I go to Pinterest. That's all I do. I just go to Pinterest, and it depends on how I'm feeling that day, and I just look for something that kind of speaks to me. And then based off of that, I relate it to something that I'm going through, personally in my life, or something that I've had to deal with and overcome. And I just try to personalize everything as much as possible. So those are 2 good examples of things that you can do. But just remember, you want to make sure to personalize everything as much as possible, because you're trying to attract people to come to you. So like I said, even if you find a good picture that you like, always make it your own. Always use your own words in it, and just be yourself. This is, seriously guys, the one job where you can be yourself and you don't have to worry about being anybody else. Like, you can be unapologetically yourself, which is great. So start with those 2 posts a day. And then of course, I always tell my coaches to make sure that you're mixing in your family stuff and things about your life that is going on. You don't want people to look at your wall and be like, oh my gosh, this is all I see is like Beachbody. Does she have a family? Do they have animals? Is she working? Does she have, do they have a house? Are they on vacation right now? You don't want it to be like a Beachbody billboard. So you want to have a nice mix in there of motivation while also sharing your own personal journey. I'm talking like the struggles, things that are going well for you, being real, and then also mixing in your family stuff. So what I usually do is, before I go to bed at night, and this is something you guys can do too, just take a scroll through your wall and ask yourself, did I add value to someone today? Did I help someone in some kind of way? Was I helpful to someone? Or did people look at my post and go, so what, right? So that's our job as coaches, is to make sure that we're adding value to people. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't freak out when you don't have a lot of likes or comments on things that you post, because that's just how it is. And even to this day, sometimes I post something and I don't get that many likes or comments, but I can promise you right now, guys, people are reading every single thing that you write. Like, they really are reading every single thing you like. And you might keep up with these posts like this and be sharing your journey for 2 full months, and then all of a sudden someone will message you and say, oh my gosh, I've been following your journey. What is this that you're doing? I need help. Can you help me? So if you stay consistent with those posts every day and you're someone reliable, people will always come back to you no matter what. So that's a good way to look at it before you go to bed at night. I always do that. I always kind of check through my posts, make sure I was adding value, and that's our job. Even if it's just to help or inspire one person, that's all that matters. So we'll be doing the posting. Do you guys have any questions so far about anything that I shared? No? Good to go? You can unmute yourself if you need to. All right. All right, I'll move on to the next part. So everyone comes into this for different reasons, right? Everybody has different goals and different things that they want to achieve. So just think about yourself right now personally, and just ask yourself, are you, and there's no right or wrong answer because it's different for everybody. Are you in this because you want this to be a hobby for yourself? You're looking to just cover the cost of your Shakeology, maybe earn a little bit of extra money on the side to put towards bills? Or are you looking to build this into a really thriving, successful business in the future? So, You have big dreams for your future. You have big goals for your future. So just kind of think about where you are and what you're hoping to achieve with this while I go over the next 2 goals for this month. So first of all, everyone, you have 2 goals when you first become a coach, your first month as a coach. And your first goal is to become what's called an Emerald coach. So there's all different kinds of rankings in Beachbody. And so everybody comes on and we all start in the same place. We start with 0 coaches below us, no downline is what it's called, and as just a coach. And then as you work your way up, it goes from Emerald, Ruby, Diamond coach, and then 1-star Diamond, all the way up to 15-star Diamond. So your first goal is to become an Emerald coach. And all this means, it's really simple, guys, it really is. All that means is that you have helped 2 people get started on their health and fitness journey, and you've signed them up for a challenge pack. And a challenge pack is probably what you ordered, the month supply of Shakeology plus a workout program. So that's it. So everybody knows 2 people, right? You can easily sign up your spouse. A lot of people do that right off the bat. They sign up their spouse, and then you can find a friend, or you can find a coworker. So it's just 2 people. Think about it like that, just helping 2 people who want to get started on this journey with you. And then you become an Emerald coach. And what's great about becoming an Emerald coach is now you can start to earn money through team cycle bonuses. So there's a couple different ways that you can earn money through Beachbody. And the first way is primarily at the beginning is all through commissions. So when you sign up someone for a challenge pack, you'll make a 25% commission. So usually it ends up being like anywhere between like $40 and $60 for each person that you sign up, depending on what challenge pack you sell. And then once you become an Emerald coach, you now get to collect cycle bonus money. And this, guys, is what leads to the residual income over time. So when you're thinking long term, this is where your paycheck, where it will come from down the road, will be from this cycle bonuses from the residual income. So it's the kind of money that can grow really, really, really big, where you don't have to sign anybody up or make any kind of sales, and your paycheck will still come in, and it'll actually be bigger than the week before. So it's pretty cool how that works. But it happens over time, and it happens slowly, but it compounds and ends up being your main source of income. So that's your first goal, is to just help 2 people. Everybody got that so far? All right, cool. The second goal, so this is where you're gonna kind of ask yourself now, if you're in this just for a hobby and you're looking just to get the cost of your Shakeology covered and you wanna earn a little bit of money, this is where you're gonna wanna focus right now to what I'm going to say. So you're gonna wanna hit, it's called Success Club, and it's all based on a point system. So there's Success Club 5 and there's Success Club 10. So each time that you sign up someone for a challenge pack, you get 2 points for it. So think of Success Club 5 as just helping 3 people get started with their health and fitness journey. So you'd actually end up getting 6 points, right? Because it's 2 points for each challenge pack. So Success Club 5 is just helping 3 people get started on their health and fitness journey. So if you're looking to do this as just a hobby, you want to get your cost covered, if you focus on just helping 3 people every month, the commission that you'll earn will completely cover your cost so that your product is free. So that's why a lot of people come into this. That's their goal, is they just want to get their product for free. So that's what your focus will be. It'll be on helping 3 people every single month. It starts over at 0 at the beginning of every month, and just focus on helping 3 people so that way you can hit Success Club 5, your product will be covered, and you'll be good to go. Now, Success Club 10, this is for the people who are looking to build a business. You know, they want to build, you are in this because you want to build, maybe a 6-figure income business with this over time. You know, you have really big dreams and goals and hopes for your future with your family. So Success Club 10 is where you guys are going to want to focus. And all this is really is just helping 5 people get started on their health and fitness journey every month. So you just help 5 people get started every single month, and then you've had Success Club 10. Now, I'm not going to lie, Success Club 10 will definitely earn you a lot of extra money. So I'm going to kind of just lay it on the line and break it down for you, very simple, so you can see. So say you sign up 5 people. You enroll them in the system as a coach. They have to be enrolled in as a coach. and you sign up 5 people for a challenge pack, Beachbody will give you a $100 fast start bonus in your next paycheck for signing up 5 people in a 5-week period. So let's just use, say you sell like the $140 challenge pack, right? And you sell 5 of them. And you get a $40 commission off of each one. So you have $200 right there that you've earned, right? And because you've signed up 5 people in a 5-week period, now they give you a $100 bonus in your next paycheck. So now you're up to $300. And then because you've hit Success Club 10, Beachbody will then give you for the following month. So we're in May. So in June, Beachbody would give you free Success Club leads. And what this is the Success Club leads are people who actually go to the website and they order Shakeology or they order a challenge pack. And when they do, qualified coaches, so if you hit Success Club 10 and you're an Emerald, you would be the qualified coach. You would be assigned to them as their free coach. And what's awesome about it is you receive free commissions and instant commissions off of what they just purchased. So it ends up being about like $150 worth of free instant commissions for basically just helping 5 people from the month before. So as you can see, for just helping those 5 people, if you added it all together, what you would earn, it ends up being like around $450 to $500. So that's a lot of extra money. And if you can keep that going, it really adds up and can help you out a lot. So like I said, they have to be enrolled in the system as a coach. And I actually enroll everybody in the system as a coach. It doesn't mean that they're going to be active coaches like myself and build the business. But one of the benefits to being a coach is that they get to receive everything for 25% off. So if they love Shakeology, which most people do stay on it for a good 3 to 4 months, if they love it, then the following month, it gets discounted by 25% versus full price as a customer. So anytime I have anyone who wants to sign up and they know the price, I always tell them, hey, listen, do you want me to put you in the system as a coach? You don't need to do anything. You don't need to sell anything. You don't need to promote anything. But if you love Shakeology, then it will get you 25% off for the following month. Plus anything else you ever order will always be 25% off. So people are usually all for that because as long as they know they don't have to sell or do anything, they can just take advantage of the discount. They usually want to go in that way. So I try to do that to try to help people out. It kind of helps everybody out. It helps them save money, which who doesn't like saving money? It helps build your organization up too. And I do it too in hopes that they love it so much that they want to become an active coach, as time goes on. Because that does happen a lot. You'll sign up people that'll just join like a challenge group, and then they'll be seeing awesome results and love it so much that they'll want to become a coach. So now they're already in the system that way, and it's really easy. So that's why I do that. So does anybody have any questions so far about Success Club 5 and Success Club 10? So Success Club 5, just focus on 3 people every month. Success Club 10, 5 people every month. And Success Club, it's got to be one of those things where it's non-negotiable because it really is the only thing that will build a business. So you have to be consistent with it and just write it down in your notebook. Like when I first became a coach, I wrote down in my notebook, Success Club 10 every month. And I've hit it every single month, for the past 22 months. And so that's how I've been able to build such a successful business with this. So just make it non-negotiable. And if you're sitting there and you're, putting in the time into this every day for what works with you and your family, then it'll happen. All right. All right. Any questions before I go on? Nope. Doing good so far. All right. Next thing. Okay. So really quickly before I move on about Success Club, I forgot to mention. So if you hit Success Club your first full month as a coach, you will earn what's called Success Starters. And what that does is that will earn you a free call with the CEO, Carl Deichler. So that's pretty cool. And then if you hit it your first 3 months as a coach, you will also earn a free ticket to the Beachbody Coach Summit in 2017. So it's basically a humongous event that Beachbody has every year, once a year. It's the biggest event that they host. It is completely changes things for your entire business. If you're serious about it, you will get to this. And last year we went, it was in Nashville, and there were like 30,000 coaches there. They closed down all the streets, and we did like this huge, massive workout with all the celebrity trainers. TVs up and down the roads. I mean, there were helicopters flying around, videoing everything. We actually broke the Guinness Book of World Records for largest workout going on at the same time in one spot, which is really neat. So you get to meet all the celebrity trainers. You get to take pictures with them, work out with them. You get to go to, you know, special parties if you qualify, which is really neat to get there. And then just top of the line training. And it's just awesome, guys, to get there and really see this thing, you know, the big picture of it, and really see what's possible. Because when you're kind of working on it every day, it's hard to see past that. But if you get to this event, it is so motivating. You will never even consider not doing this for the long term. I'm telling you. You can ask the coaches on the team that went, and it completely changes your business. And coaches who go to it, it's proven and it's been shown that their income and their businesses grow exponentially when they return from this. Okay, so anyways, if you hit Success Club your first 3 months, you can get a free ticket to go to this. So a huge motivation to make that happen. All right, so this is the last part I'm going to go over, guys. But so your success in this business, right, is really just dependent on what's called 3 vital behaviors. And there's really no magic to how well you do in this. You know, I'm not any luckier. Things are not any easier for me than they are for you. Other coaches in the network too who are having success and building businesses, it's the same thing for them. You know, it's not any easier. They're not any luckier. It's all the exact same material, all, you know, promoting the same exact things for the same prices. And it boils down to doing these things every single day. So the first thing I'm going to say is don't kill yourself and go crazy working on this 24/7. Like, you have to do what works for you and your family's schedule and be realistic about it. So I usually tell my coaches, as long as you can dedicate 1 focused hour a day. So even if that means you break it up and you do a half an hour in the morning and like a half an hour at night, whatever works for you, but definitely 1 hour. You can do more if you want. The more time you put in, obviously, the faster you're going to grow. I mean, because it all boils down to time, right? But just do what works for you. And remember, this is supposed to be fun and like exciting. And it's really meant to fit in naturally to your normal routine. Just as how you get up every day and you get in your workout and you get your food ready for the day and you brush your teeth. It's the same thing with this business. There should be specific business time that you set aside, that you sit down to work on this. Like me right now, this is my business time. The kids go to bed and that's when I work. So figure out what works for you and your family and just be realistic with it. And it might be different every day, and just plug it in. And you're going to do these vital behaviors is what it's called. That's why they call the vital behaviors, because this is what builds your business. So the first one, and you're going to learn a lot about this, guys, too, in our coach training, the Coach Basics training that you're going to be in. So don't feel like you need to go crazy writing everything down, or that, you know, you don't really know what it is. It's okay if none of it really makes too much sense. You're going to learn about it. So the first one is called inviting. It's called invite, invite, invite. And all that means is that you are reaching out every single day. I tell my coaches at least 5 new people every day, and you're inviting them to join you on this health and fitness journey. You're inviting them into our challenge groups that we run. So we run challenge groups as a team, and you're just inviting them to it. So I have specific scripts that I use. Your coaches probably have scripts too that they can share with you as a template, but it's basically just inviting them to it. So a sample one might go something like this. You know, hey, Amy, how's it going? You know, I haven't seen you in so long. What are you doing these days? I can't believe it's been 15 years since you graduated high school. I love seeing the pictures of your kids. They're so cute. Some kind of personal connection with how you know them always first, right? And then after that, then I usually say, hey, listen, I'm not sure if you were looking for help at all with your health and fitness, but if you were, I wanted to let you know that my team is running a 21-day challenge starting on, and I would say the date, so next Monday, I would say. You know, do you think this would be something, I still have a couple more spots open, do you think this would be something that you'd like to hear more about? And a lot of people are like, yeah, tell me all about it. And then you can start to talk about your personal experiences with it. And just be yourself, you know? Stay away from like huge, long conversations with too much detail, because then people just, they don't want to read it. They want to hear about what it's done for you. And if you're brand new and you haven't gotten started yet, that's okay, because that's what I did when I first became a coach. I was actually 35 pounds heavier, And when I reached out to people, I didn't even have my products in the mail yet. And I reached out and I actually said, listen, I need to lose this baby weight. I got to lose at least 35 pounds. And so I'm going to be starting with this 21-day challenge, and I'm looking for people to do it with me. Do you want to do it with me? And I just asked people to do it with me. And I was honest with them that I needed to like get healthier and get more fit. So if you're in that position, you can do the same thing too. And then as I, lost the weight and got healthier, then I would just tweak it a little bit. And I would say, hey, this is the program that after, I did it, and I did it for the first time, and I lost 9 pounds and 8 inches. And then I just tweaked it as time went on and made it my own. So that's what you guys can do too. But you want to make sure that you're inviting 5 people every single day. So personally, like private messaging people every day. Posting on Facebook is really good. Like you can post, and you want to make sure you're posting every single day, but people won't come to you. Like you'll get maybe a couple people that will, but all the action goes on behind the scenes. Even for me to this day, it all happens behind the scenes in private messages, back and forth. That's all I do is spend all my time just talking to tons and tons of people, finding out what their health and fitness goals are, trying to pair them up with the right program, and just spending a lot of time listening to them. So you definitely want to make sure that you're reaching out to at least 5 people every day. So that's the first vital behavior, is inviting people to your challenge group. The second one is just being proof the product works. So all that means is, you're not going to be at your goal weight now, right? No one starts out like where they want to be, but you're going to be drinking your shake every day. You're going to be in a fitness program and participating in a challenge group. So you're going to be making sure you do your workout, and then you're just going to be sharing that on social media. So you'll be so surprised, guys, that your posts are seriously going to inspire other people. People will message you and be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for that post that you made. If it weren't for you making these posts, I wouldn't have got up and did that workout. You'll start to get these messages and emails, coming in as time goes on, and nothing feels better than that. And nothing feels more rewarding knowing that you helped someone, and they might not even have ordered anything through you, but it doesn't matter. You're still helping other people get started on their health and fitness journey in some way. You're motivating them and you're adding value. So it's pretty cool once you start to see that happen. So just share that on social media. If you have a favorite recipe that you're using with Shakeology, you can share that. If, you were someone who never ate breakfast before, and now because of Shakeology, you're having that for breakfast every day, and it's gotten rid of your cravings and you notice more energy, share all of that on Facebook. Share that with people so that they can see how they can benefit from it. The third vital behavior is called personal development. So I really recommend that everybody starts out reading this book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. So it is the best book I've ever read. And I recommend that everybody starts there 10 minutes a day. Sorry, I have something stuck in my throat. I don't know what's going on over here. Hold on. Sorry. So I recommend everybody starts with The Slight Edge, because what the whole foundation of the book talks about is these little choices that you make over time compound. So it's these little insignificant decisions that you choose to make every day. You don't notice anything happening from the day to day. But if you keep doing them over time, it compounds, So for example, if you're starting out on your health and fitness journey, right? It's like that. You sit down, maybe you're driving around and you see a Dunkin' Donuts, and you usually go in and usually get, a muffin. But all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm not going to go in and get the muffin. And so from day 1 to day 2, you don't notice a difference because it's only been 1 day of not eating this muffin. But over time, if you just even cut out that one thing, you'll start to notice you'll feel less bloated. You'll start to lose a little bit of weight. You'll start to feel better about yourself. And that's the same thing with this business. It talks about just life in general. It's just an awesome book. And it's basically just how this business is. These little choices that you make to build your business every day compound over time. You'll be sitting down doing your work at the computer, putting in this time, and you're not going to notice anything crazy happen in 1 week. You're not going to be earning 6 figures in 2 months. But if you show up every day and just do the basics, it's not hard work. You just have to be disciplined enough to show up every day and do these things. That's all it is just being disciplined enough to show up and do these things every day. They will compound and you will be like mind blown with how different your life will be. So I always tell people, this business isn't hard. It really isn't hard. What's hard is being disciplined enough to sit down and do the vital behaviors to make it work, to build it. That's what's hard, because people can come up with all kinds of excuses of why they didn't do it one day, and then they didn't do it the next day, and then they took off a week. You can't take off time. You can't take off a week with this. You have to do a little bit every single day. So just make sure you just pencil it in your schedule when you're going to build this business and work on it, and just stick with it and just make it non-negotiable. You're going to do it every single day, these vital behaviors. You're going to invite people to your challenge group. You're going to follow up with them 24 hours later, right? You're going to be drinking your shake every day, doing your workout program, sharing it on social media, and you're going to be doing just 10 minutes of personal development. That's seriously it. That's all it is. And if you do those things every day, hitting Success Club, like I talked about, will just happen, because you'll be talking to that many people over the course of the whole month, and it will just happen. It will be no stress or no worry. Those things will just happen naturally because you're doing these things anyways every day. There's actually one more vital behavior that they just came out with. So there's actually 4 now. This is probably more for people once you actually have active coaches. So if you're the coach on the team that has one of your newer coaches on here, this will be for you. But it's called recognition. So once you actually start to build a team and you have active coaches joining you, it's really important to just give them recognition. Anytime they make a great post, anytime they have, did something great, just give them a shout out. You give them the recognition that they need, because everybody loves recognition, right? It makes you feel good, and it makes you realize that you're doing the right things. So let me look at my notes here. All right, I think I covered it all, but I just wanted to say, guys, honestly, before I got into this, we were in so much trouble. I don't know if a lot of you guys know my story, probably not, because you're all brand new, but before I got started into this, I had 2 little kids at home. When I first got started, Kirsten was 4 months old and Landon was 22 months old. That's how little they were. And I was 35 pounds heavier. We had close to $35,000 worth of credit card debt. We had depleted our entire savings account because we were living off of one income so that I could be a stay-at-home mom with the kids. I was a teacher before this. I had my master's degree in special education. So I gave up my almost 10-year teaching career to stay at home with the kids, because that's what I always wanted to do. And that's the place that I was in when this opportunity kind of fell into my lap. And no, I did not think I would ever be this successful or be in this place now. I had no clue that was going to happen. I was just thinking, this is my last hurrah. What do I got to lose? My husband told me I'm going to have to go back to work, and we can't swing it anymore. And I just happened to get into this. But because I was really, really dead serious about this and desperate to make this work, going back to work for me, everybody has different goals, but for me, it just was not an option. And so from day one, I treated it like a business. And you'll hear people tell you that if you treat this like a business, it will reward you in ways that a business does. So I did. I treated it like a business. The kids were little guys. I was totally sleep deprived every single night, getting broken sleep, with waking up at 6 a.m. every day, just very needy all day long. And I stuck with it, and I showed up every single day, and I really busted my butt, actually, really busted it. I'll never sit here and say that this was easy, but it's been worth it. And so that's how I've been able to kind of turn my whole life around from this. It was me showing up every single day, doing these vital behaviors that I told you, hitting Success Club month after month. And by month 7, I was completely exceeding what I was earning as a teacher when I left my job. And then I kept going, and then 1 year in, I was earning 6 figures doing it. And then 15 months in, we were able to totally pay off all of our credit card debt that we had, no credit card debt anymore, and then been able to just build a growing bank account, which is so weird because we were always in the negatives every single month of over $1,000. And now we have things on the horizon, within the next year that, my husband will be able to stop his job and help me with this and do this full time. And so you got to dream big, guys, you know, with this. And it can be anything you want. It can be a side hobby for you, a little bit of extra money. Most of the team guys, that's what this is for them. And that's okay. They love that. They love their jobs and they do this because they love this as well, but they like getting that extra money to go on vacations with their families or even cut down their hours to part-time. Or there's people who have been able to quit their jobs totally and do this on the team as well. So it can be anything you want, guys. And the way I look at it is, you know, you have one shot at life. This is it. And before I got into this, I always tell people if I had looked back on my life, I could honestly say that I had a good life, right? We were healthy, great family, great kids, great husband. I mean, everything was, I mean, it was going really great, minus the debt. But, you know, I realized that I was really just settling for just the good life. Like it was just the good life. And guys, things can always be better. I don't care where you are or what you're doing in your life right now. Things can always be better than what they are. And so I realized that, you know what, this is my one life for my family and I, and we deserve the best life and the best future. And this was the vehicle that's been able to bring us there. And I love it and I'm passionate about it and it works for me. So I hope that you guys, I hope this ends up being your passion. I hope that you love it and have so much fun with it just as I do and a lot of the other team members do as well. So do you guys have any questions about anything at all? Don't be shy or nervous or you can unmute. Do you want me to unmute you guys? I'll unmute everybody. Okay. Anybody need to say anything? I unmuted you guys. You can just shout out if you want to, or you can talk in the chat box, whatever works.
Do we wait until after we finish the Coach Basics training to like announce on Facebook that we are coaches?
No, I wouldn't. I would do it right away. I would just do it the sooner the better. I mean, it's technically up to you since it's your own business, but I recommend just putting it out there just so people know, because it's kind of like you're the only way you're going to learn and get, you know, confident and good at this is just by getting out there and doing it and getting your feet wet. It was like I went to school for teaching, right? And I took all these classes on how to be a teacher, and it was just like took all these classes, but what really helped me become a teacher and understand the whole thing was when I was actually in the classroom teaching the kids. So that one-on-one, that daily interaction of me showing up. So that's exactly like this with this business too, you know? So I would just put yourself out there, let people know, and then just be sharing your journey. And you never want to appear perfect, you know, on Facebook or whatever social media outlet you're using, because that's just not realistic, right? People have struggles.
Right.
People have, so just share it all and you'll be amazed with how many people it inspires.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anybody have any other questions?
I have one. How did you get through like the diet? Because that's always been my hardest thing. Is I like to work out, but the diet is always the hardest part for me. So how do you push through that?
Yeah, I know. I understand. Trust me, it's always been the diet for me too. It is a struggle. At the beginning, you know, I did good. I stuck with it all. I made it to the first round. I shared my results. And basically, I feel like becoming a coach has helped me stay more accountable. So as you get into it, there'll be people watching you. And that doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. I mean, I gained 10 pounds that I'm still trying to lose because of just, you know, all these things coming up, holidays, birthday parties, cookout, all these things. And it's just happened slowly over time. So the most important thing is to never feel like, oh my gosh, I can't be a coach because now look at, I gained this weight back and I'm supposed to be a coach. I always tell people, good, that's awesome. Like that's real, that's realistic. No one is perfect all the time. That's how most people are. They're up and they're down, they're up and they're down. So I always encourage people to share that struggle. And then the good thing is about being a coach and doing this is that now you know that you have the tools to get you back on track, to get you to have that success again. That like, you know what to do. Whereas like for me before, I had tried tons of different things. None of it really ever worked long term. It was just all quick fix things. I'd always gain the weight back and some. But with this, with the 21-day fix, that's what I did. You know, I knew and I know that it worked because that's what got me to lose the 35 pounds. So I would just honestly, especially for the first round, really make sure that you stick with it. take your before pictures, take your measurements, do your weight. And I did that once a week and I tracked it. And then when you share those results, you can even share like a midway point. People, like, nothing speaks more volumes, honestly, than a before and after picture. When people see that, it's like, oh my gosh, this is really real. This is working. It worked for her. Maybe this can help me. So that's what I recommend. I recommend just really sticking with it. The challenge group, are you in a challenge group yet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
The 21-day fitness challenge.
Oh, good. Yeah. So that really, really, really helps, I thought, because you have all those people in there. Yeah. It's like everyone's talking about their struggles, but we're all in there together, kind of cheering each other on. So stick with that. Stick with it. Definitely track your progress, and you're going to want to share it as time goes on. And if you have a hard day and you know what, you didn't follow the diet plan to a T, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up or kill yourself over it. Just tomorrow's a new day, and you can just start back off from scratch again. And not from scratch, but you know what I mean? Start out with following the plan and just go from there. We're all human.
Okay.
That was a good question. Yeah.
Kathy, can I add to something you were saying earlier?
Yeah, definitely.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie. I'm one of the newer coaches, and as you're going through your starting training or your coach training, they'll tell you that this is a earn as you learn business. So don't be intimidated by not knowing everything from the start, because I know that I just kind of wanted to hurry up and go through all the trainings and learn everything, because I was intimidated that people would have questions for me and then I wouldn't look as good if I didn't know the exact answer. But that's just part of it. And like she said, we don't want to start out perfect, because even for me, if we show that we're transparent at the beginning and just say, hey, these are my goals, this is what I'm working out. Tell me a little bit about your goals as well. And so that gives people an opportunity to relate to you and not just think, well, gosh, she's perfect. So, what is she going to tell me? She doesn't know what I'm going through.
Exactly.
So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit.
Yeah, that was a great point. Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
And, just another thing too that she was sharing. It really is your own business. So one of the things that at the very beginning, it's a little bit of an adjustment for most people, because we're used to going in and working for somebody else every day, right? Like, we're used to going in and having somebody tell you what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, when it needs to be due by, and then you just listen to them and do it. And so with this, like, you really are your own boss. Like, your coach isn't going to come, up to you and be like, did you message 5 people today? Did you follow up with the 5 people from the other day? Are you adding new friends on social media every day? Are you forming new relationships? They're not going to ask you all these things, right? Like, you have to be the one to do that. So you definitely have to think like an entrepreneur and be a self-starter, and just realize that, really, guys, you can do anything you want with this. Like, you don't have to wait for your coach to tell you what to do. Like, if there's something creative you want to do, just do it. Like, Stephanie was like the first person I've ever had in my entire 2 years that actually made a video in my Coach Basics training and actually shared it, just coming out of her comfort zone. So, just because you didn't see somebody else do something doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. Do you, and just do what works for you and be yourself and just go get it. Anything else, guys?
That was it for me.
What is it?
So that was it for me.
Oh, okay. And just know, guys, too, like, that honestly, we have an awesome team. We really do. Everybody on the team is super helpful. They're friends with one another. Like, we really just want everyone to have a great time with this and to succeed and have you reach your goals and have you help other people. So just, if you're struggling with something or you need help with anything, you can always post a question in the team page. People will be like right there to write back to you and help you out. You can go ahead. There's YouTube. I used YouTube a ton when I first became a coach. You can find pretty much anything answered there, or also to any specific information. If you log into your account, there's an FAQ at the bottom, and you can type it in and find any answer to basically anything that you'd ever need to do. So just don't feel like you're alone, because you have this huge team here, and the team is awesome. Like, I really do feel like they're one of a kind. and we are all here to help each other, and it's a non-judgmental zone. So just know that you can always come to our team with anything, any help that you need. All right, any questions before I let you guys go? I'm excited to have you guys on the team, and you guys all have awesome coaches. So I am really excited for you guys and to see where this journey takes you, and I just can't wait to watch it. I just love coaches coming on and seeing them take off on this journey and help other people and inspire other people, and it's just awesome. So welcome to the team, guys, and if you ever need anything, you can always reach out to me too.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. It was so
Thanks,
nice
Tabby.
talking to you. You're welcome. Have a great night, guys.
You too.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.